Hey there, friends. Welcome to your weekly energy update. The energies that we're stepping into in the week ahead have a lot of qualities that I would call connected to discernment and being clear about the choices that you're making, um, bringing the light into areas of confusion and uncertainty. So, this could be a week where it's kind of like things are shifting. The weather is changing, your internal as well as sort of the collective energy. The weather is changing a little bit, and it can feel a little bit destabilizing. Ultimately, things are moving in a good direction, but you might get that sort of in-between feeling in the coming days. So, like I've been saying, I've got my foundations workshop that I'll be sending out more information in the coming weeks. I also have a spot open in my one-on-one work with people, 6 month transformation container, where we really do the deep dive work to allow more of your transpersonal self and soul connect with your human incarnated part and into your relationships, into the way that you're walking in the world. This is definitely the type of work that requires a little bit of um, background capacity that you've already built. You've already have a bit of a spiritual practice. You've already maybe done some self-work before because we're taking it to the next level and it's good to have some of that experience. So if somebody's interested in doing this kind of work, I'd love to hear from you. You can learn more about it down below. So let's jump right into this for the week ahead. The first card that's showing up for the week ahead is our Seven of Cups. And I actually clarified it with another seven that came out, the Seven of Pentacles. So there are probably a lot of choices that are showing up in your life. You might be feeling a little bit pulled in multiple directions. Maybe there are certain opportunities that are beginning to present themselves. It's also possible that you're just having some really interesting ideas and you're not sure which direction to go to. Now, the Seven of Cups already in and of itself is saying be careful about where you're putting your attention. Make sure you're tuning in with the possibilities that are in front of you and not just getting whipped up into sort of a fantastical or emotional response to what's there. And that's being emphasized even more by the Seven of Pentacles. This can be letting us know that maybe something in your life right now feels like it's kind of slow or not moving at the speed that you want it to. It's not really bearing the fruit or giving you the freedom that you thought it would right off the bat. And so there can be this little bit of looking around. What else is possible out there? What else might be good for me? This could be in career, this could be creative projects, this could be in relationships. And the big move here is to give yourself a bit more time with whatever it is you're in currently before you start reaching out for other things. And if you're choosing to begin to go in a new direction or you're wanting to sort of suss out the different possibilities, really make sure that they are legitimate. That Seven of Cups can sometimes be a sign of scams or things that really aren't all they're built up to be, but rather can be sort of glitzy, glammy, but no real substance. So just be wary of this piece. There could be a little bit of impatience or something that's not feeling like it's moving, and so this desire to reach for something else. Our second card for the week ahead is our Sun card, which obviously is a sign of joy, uh, potent energy beginning to move in our lives, a sense of purpose, a sense of connectedness, playfulness, and the clarification card is actually the Two of Swords, which lets us know that there might be something that feels uncertain or an area of your life that you haven't made a decision on. And this could be connected to some of what we were looking at just before. An area in your life that you haven't quite made a decision on, or you haven't quite sort of finalized something. And when you create that sort of clarification for this piece, this place of joy, energization, the sense of more things alive and moving in your life is really going to come forward. Now, there's an interesting sort of cyclical quality here, which is we don't want to get stuck in this uncertain place, because that'll take us out of any clarity that we already have. So we actually want to bring some of your joyful, playful light into the places that feel a little bit scared, uncertain, or where you can't make a decision yet. So the advice that's showing up for this is let yourself look at some of these places where you're unsure or some of these decisions that are needing to be made. Let yourself do that in sort of a playful, joyful way. Let it be a bit of a game. Now, obviously, there are big decisions in our life and we want to take them seriously, but it's okay to take a little bit of time, bring some light into these places, maybe ask Spirit, ask God, ask your guides, ask your divine intelligence to help you decipher what it is that wants to happen next. And give yourself room to feel some of the fear or uncertainty that's there. Bring things into the light, and there will be more clarification that can come forward. Now, the final piece to this particular puzzle, and you might be asking, why did I do a bunch of clarification cards? Because this week has this windy, weird sort of energy where certain things are moving and then certain areas are stuck. There's just sort of a stormy quality in the air this week, which ultimately is going to be fine. Something's getting kicked up and moved around, but there is that quality. And that's also found with something like the Knight of Swords, which can be this sort of quick, chaotic energy, this intense movement, and even sometimes obsessive quality that can sort of come with this. Now, this could be that something is about to change really quick, or you're going to be moving really fast in a particular way. And it's interesting because the clarifying card is kind of the opposite. The energy that's moving around you, whether those are the people in your life that are sort of moving in a chaotic way, maybe this is your own mind, maybe you're feeling like you have to rush to make something happen. The opposite side of this is saying, slow down, look at things from a different perspective, allow yourself a little bit of room to sort of feel out what's going on here and what's happening before you start to jump into action. It could feel like there's pressure to make a decision. That's kind of across the board with the cards that I'm seeing here. A pressure to make a decision, a pressure to get going or to figure something out. And the opposite side of that is it's an interesting thing. It's like you almost want to bring a tincture from the opposing energy. There's a pressure to get something going. There's sort of a rushy quality. Bring in a little bit of space. Bring in a little couple of deep, full breaths. Bring in some time to just contemplate. Bring in this light, this availability to sort of pause and the willingness to look at things from a different perspective. Because my sense is that while there might really be things that are sort of needing to get figured out, the pressure and the rushiness isn't necessary. That might actually be something that's just causing more confusion. So give yourself some space this week. I get the sense that there's going to be more revelation in the week to come next week, but right now things are moving in a particular way. So be sure to put your feet firmly on the ground, spend some time in meditation or prayer. Um, it's definitely a good week to do some journaling and some contemplation and give yourself space. It's not moving as fast as maybe it seems. It doesn't have as much severity or intensity as it needs to. So give yourself room to just kind of move at a gentle pace. All right, it's good to tune in with you. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to connecting again soon. Take good care.